Testing, testing, testing. Are you on? Hello, testing. We are live. This is somewhat of a pregame show here, as the Ventura County Bucks take on the Arroyo Seco Royals today. So we good? Perfect. And welcome back to Ventura County Bucks Baseball. Ventura County Bucks Baseball is brought to you by WFG Insurance. Need life insurance? Income tax returns? Need to roll over that old retirement fund into something that won't lose money? Call Cassidy Eden or Lou Stowers at 562-266-7024 for your free personal financial checkup. Today, the Ventura County Bucks playing here at the Glendale Sports Complex, Field 1, where they visit the Arroyo Seco Royals. In today's league matchup, Bucks coming off a tough loss 7-4 loss last night against the OC Juice, looking to bounce back here against the Royals. And lineup for your Bucks today, we have Riker Billingsley at shortstop. Jarrett Segura at third base. Jaden Rez at first base. Moses Hyde in right field. Carson Chavez behind the plate. Chase Arond in left field. Alex Howard is your DH today. Alexander Olvera is the extra hitter today. Nomar Vasquez is at second base, and batting 10th is Nicholas Matera in center field. And their first pitcher is Mora for the Royals. And defensively, the Royals have Tommy Villanueva in left field, Blake Beckley in center, Dylan Zudnik in right field. Across the infield, you have Aiden Laureano at third, Ryan Ivanye at shortstop, Anthony Soriano at second base, and at first base is Brandon Gill. Behind the plate is Brendan Beckley. And now we are all set for first pitch. Riker Billingsley to be the first batter up today. And here comes the first pitch. Takes a called strike one. Billingsley played yesterday. Hitting at the top of the lineup, sitting a little lower yesterday. Sitting near the bottom yesterday, but at the top today as he takes ball one. So 1-1 the count. Pitch gets by. 2-1 the count. Pitch just catching the outside corner there. Makes it a 2-2 count. Billingsley, a redshirt junior, as he takes ball three. Billingsley, a junior, heading to UC Riverside next fall. Faces a full count. He flies that one out to deep center field. Beckley is there, and it's over the fence. That's a ground rule double for Riker Billingsley. And Billingsley getting the Bucks off hot early. After a rough game yesterday, especially defensively, where he had multiple errors. That'll bring Jarrett Segura up to bat. Segura, today playing at third base. Takes the first pitch he sees. It's in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Segura rips the next pitch he sees. But Villanueva is there. And Billingsley is going to be left stuck at second. Batter now is Jaden Rez, a junior headed to Glendale College this fall. As that pitch just catches the outside corner. And our umps today, behind the plate is Tony Marcochia, and the umpire on the bases is Mas Muchida. That pitch is a ball. Rose fouls it off. So we have a 1-2 count here with one out. And Resfeld tips that one out into the glove. So that's strike 3 and 2 outs. Now the batter is Moses Hyde. Hyde didn't play yesterday. Or might have come in later. Didn't start. And he fouls that one. And that one goes outside the stand area. So that's strike 1 on Moses Hyde. Billingsley still at second base. Bucks trying to strike first after falling to an early deficit yesterday. And Hyde pops that one up. Yeah. And that one is not caught. And Billingsley will score on the overtoss throw. And just like that, the Bucks are up 1-0. And it looks like on the throw of the shortstop, Ryan Ivanier may have been hit by the ball and didn't see it right. So the Bucks with 2 outs. They have Chavez on, or Hyde on second base. Riker Billingsley has scored. The Bucks are up 1-0. And it looks like Avanya is going to be out of the game. They will have, and it looks like they'll have a sub in. He isn't listed with a number on the roster. He's number 17. So we won't have a definitive answer for you now. But up next to bat is Carson Chavez, the catcher. As Hyde attempts to steal. That one is going back, and that's another. That one's off the fence. Moses Hyde will score easily from second base, and Carson Chavez in there with a standing up double that went off the fence. The Bucks are now up 2-0 here early in the first inning. So 2 outs. So 2 outs here. I called strike one. And Travis Aron now the batter. Or Chase Aron, excuse me. He is now down 0-2 in the count. Pitch is outside. Good eye from Aran there. Sees ball one. Aran back in left field after starting there last night against the Juice. He sends it on the opposite way. Zudnik is there. That'll be 3 outs. We head to the bottom of the first inning. The Bucks up 2-0 on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. And we are back here in the bottom of the first at the Glendale Sports Complex. Bucks taking the mound. Bucks taking the field. And let's take a look at the Arroyo Seco Royals lineup. We have Blake Beckley starting in center. Brendan Beckley behind the plate. Dylan Zudnik in right field. Joaquin Salcedo, the extra hitter. Anthony Sereno at second base. Tommy Villanueva in left field. Aiden Laureano at third base. Jordan Zuniga, the DH. Ryan Avanye, who had to unfortunately leave this game due to injury, is out, and we just know whoever's wearing number 17 is in. Will now be at shortstop, and Brandon Gill is batting ninth and playing first base. And they'll be taking on Hunter Zenke, who last started on Sunday. Went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs. It's not the best start, but he's looking to bounce back today. Here comes the delivery from Zenke. And it's a swing and a miss from Blake Beckley. So that makes it an 0-1 count. We spoke with Zenke after the game on Sunday, and he really said he did some things well they liked, said he did some things, and that's going to hit Beckley and put a man on first early. So Zenke had a good start last time, but wasn't quite the start he'd hoped to have. So he did some things right. Praised his defense for being there a lot for him, but as I said, is looking to bounce back today. And now Brendan Beckley, the batter for the Royals. Beckley taking a called first strike. Zenke sets check in on Blake Beckley. Well, Brendan Beckley is at the plate. That's Carson Chavez after the ball. Opts to check in on Blake Beckley at first. A move both the Pirates and both teams here at Ventura County like to do. And for the most part, they've been pretty successful, though. This play has gone awry a couple of times. And Beckley swings through that one. Puts the count at 1-2. That pitch is high. We have a 2-2 count. Blake Beckley attempts to steal, but he'll be in there in time as the throw from Chavez a little high. But they get the out with the strikeout. So we'll quickly take a look at the defense for the Bucks. We have Chase Arand in left field, Nicholas Matera in center, Moses Hyde in right field, and across the infield we have Jarrett Segura, Riker Billingsley, Nomar Vasquez, and Jaden Rez across the infield, and Carson Chavez behind the plates. As Dylan Zudnick takes a called strike. So it's a 1-0 count with 1 out. Delivery from Zanke is fouled off down the third base line. They'll make it an 0-2 count. Antonio Marcocha calling for time quickly. And now play will resume. Zudnick facing an 0-2 count against Hunter Zanke. And it's a swing and a miss. Zudnick goes down swinging. That's 2 strikeouts for Zanke. 2 outs. Blake Beckley on second. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Joaquin Salcedo. Salcedo grounds that one to shortstop. Billingsley is there to record the out. So that's a 6-3 ground out. We will head to the top of the second. Bucks still up 2-0 here on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We are back here at Glendale Sports Complex, here on the Ventura County Bucks baseball channel. Fans, make sure to follow the Ventura County Bucks on social media. Go to VC Bucks for team news and leave your comments. That's VC Bucks on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Alex Howard, now the batter for the Bucks to lead off the second inning. He takes the first pitch he sees for a ball. So I'll put the count at 1-0. Howard pinch hit late in yesterday's game against the OC Juice in hopes of sparking a late rally, but to no avail. So he takes a ball. That'll put the count at 2-0. Tonight he's batting 7th. And he takes the third ball. I'll put the count at 3-0. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk. And the Bucks again with some early action to start top of the second, just like the first. And that'll bring up Alexander Olvera. Olvera playing the extra hitter role after starting last night. Takes the first pitch he sees for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Howard attempts to steal, and he is in there safe. Alex Howard getting himself into scoring position on a 1-0 count, or on a 1-1 count. So Bucks already quickly having a runner in scoring position. As the umpires are calling for time here. As it looks like Howard may have... As it looks like the base at second is loose. So the umpire's calling for time to resolve it. So we're going to take a quick break here on the Ventura Bucks YouTube channel and return after they've resolved the issue at second base. So it appears that with some help from coaches and players that they have resolved the base issue. As Olvera fouls that one into the fence, puts the count at 1-2. And it's a swing and a miss. Olvera strikes out swinging. 1 out, 1 away. That'll bring up Nomar Vasquez. Vasquez batted 9th and started second yesterday. Played the entirety of the game. Looking to try to drive in the runner home. So he flies that one Out to left field. And that one is gone. That's a home run for Nomar Vasquez, and he brings around 2. And the Bucks now up 4-0. Nicholas Matera, now the batter with bases empty, but a 4-0 Bucks lead here in the top of the second inning with 1 out. He takes a called strike, puts the count at 0-1. Ball is in the dirt, evens out the count at 1. Matera, currently a redshirt junior at Manhattan College, didn't play yesterday. Now bats today, 10th of 10 batters as he takes another ball. 2-1 the count. Pitch is outside. Put the count out at 3-1. And Matera with a big opportunity to capitalize here on a 3-1 count. And he grounds that one to second base. Sereno is there, and that'll record the second out. So 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the lineup with Riker Billingsley up to bat now. Billingsley hit a ground rule double to get the party started for the Bucks back in the top of the first as the leadoff man. He swings at the first pitch he sees. Strike 1. And Billingsley pulls that one to right field. And that one is in. Zudnik bobbles it, and that's going to be a triple. Or maybe a double, but Riker Billingsley. There'll be a double, but maybe the bobble causes it to reaches on the air from Zudnik and right. But Billingsley is on third in a prime position to score with Jared Segura up. As Segura fouls it back, puts the count at 0-1. Segura flew out to left field his first time up. See if he can get Billingsley home this time. And he flies that one out to shallow center field. Ivanye is there. He'll make the catch. So the Bucks are done in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second inning, and the Bucks lead 4-0 on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We are back here at Glendale Sports Complex on the VC Bucks YouTube channel. Hunter Zanke back out for his second inning of work. The first batter you'll face will be Anthony Sereno. Sereno takes a called first strike. 0-1 the count. Zanke seems to lose control of it. Probably going for the curveball there. 1-1 the count. That pitch seemed to lose grip of it as he was releasing. Good thing there are no runners on base, and Chavez was there to anticipate it. And that one is fouled back into the fence. 1-2 the count. Kind of nice having the fence because then it doesn't always cause the camera to shake, I kind of got to say. As Sereno fouls that one off his foot. Count remains at 1-1. That one is grounded to second. Hyde is there. It'll be an easy ground ball. 1 away. Zanke off to a really good start tonight. After hitting Blake Beckley, he took care of business. He's been taking care of business pretty well. That'll bring up Tommy Villanueva. And that Villanueva hits that one lines that one to right field for a 1-out base hit. Royals get a runner on. They'll bring up Aiden Laureano. I was actually wrong. I think Aiden Laureano may have just moved from third to shortstop. I will confirm momentarily. This is an 0-1 count, I believe. Villanueva tries to steal. And he is caught at second. So good throw from Carson Chavez. Reading the play well. So that puts 2 outs on. That'll be 2 outs. And nobody on now with a 1-1 count. Pitch is outside. 2 on the count. That was a huge break for the Bucks there. And I think Aiden Laureano may have moved from third to shortstop. He gets a piece of that one. 2-2 the count. Laureano fouls that one back. Count still even at 2. That one is popped up to second base. No. And no one is going to get it, as it looks like there may have been some communication breakdown. Ventura seemingly called everyone off but didn't go for it. Difficult play. And the Royals get a runner on first. So that'll bring up Jordan Zuniga. He takes ball one. And I apologize, I was actually wrong. It's Anthony Durrell. Anthony Durrell actually came in for Ryan Ivanu last inning. Zuniga swings at that one, 1-1 the count. So Anthony Durrell came in at third base, and it moved Aiden Laureano to shortstop. So I apologize for getting that wrong last inning. So that one's going to get past Chavez. And Aiden Laureano reaches second base. Royals now have a man in scoring position on a 2-1 count. And that one's going to get by a little outside. And Laureano takes third. Seemed like more of a wild pitch there from Zanke. The Royals 90 feet away from getting on the board. He fouls that one back. Puts the count at 2-2. Or 3-2, apologies, actually. So 3-2 count, according to umpire Tony Marcocha. That one's going to be inside. That's ball 4. That'll load him up. No, actually, I'll put runners in the corners. And Anthony Durrell now in for the Pirates. Durrell, as I mentioned, came in after Ryan Ivanu was injured and was forced to leave the game. Moved Aiden Laureano from third to short. So Durrell playing third base right now. First pitch to Durrell is a ball. So I'll put the count at 0-1. Or 1-0. I think I said 0-1. Apologies to the viewers. So another ball there. So counts now at 2-0. Counts at 2-0, and I apologize, scoreboard, for inaccurately recording a run for the Royals. Its score is still 4-0. Carson Chavez going out to have a few words with Hunter Zanke. Calm him down. Just focus on the game at hand. And all should be good. Pitch is outside. That puts the count at 3-0. Zanke, after having seemingly found a groove, now in a bit of a struggle after getting 2 early outs to start this inning, but he gets a called strike. and is looking to get out of this second unscathed. Zenke checks in on Zuniga at first. Or at Durrell. Or no, at Zuniga. And that pitch is a called strike. That just catching the inside corner. A big pitch there from Hunter Zenke as he is right back in this count. And with a chance and one strike away from ending the inning. Here comes the pitch. Zuniga steals. And that one is going to fall into center for a base hit. Laureano scores. Laureano scores from third. And Darrell Anthony gets the Royals on the board. While Jordan Zuniga takes 2 bases on the hit. So runners back in the corners. And we've reached the bottom of the lineup with Brandon Gill. So 2 outs, 2 on. And Gill fouls that one down the first base line. Rez is there. And that'll bring the inning to an end. Royals get on the board. But the Bucks now leading 4-1. As we head to the top of the third here on the VC Bucks, Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We are back here at the top of the third at Glendale Sports Complex here on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. Now fans, support the Ventura County Bucks and look good doing it. Buy some gear. Buy the red or black fitted hats like the players and coaches wear. And also available at every home game. Just stop by the press box and get yours for just $35. And the new Ventura County Bucks t-shirts are available with our new logo on the back. Men's crew cut and women's V-neck shirts available for $25 and kids for $20. Get them at the game or online at vcbucks.com. Mora back out for a third inning of work. And the first batter he will face is Jaden Rez. So Rez with the ending foul out catch. Struck out swinging his first time up. And he fouls the first pitch back he sees. Now our camera is wobbling a little bit. So no 1 count. And that one, Morris seemingly losing control of as he delivered, so puts the count at 1-1. Good job at Chavez avoiding to just make sure he doesn't get hit in the head. The last thing the Bucks need this point in the season is an injury. 2-1 the count. That ball just missing outside. And Rez pops up to second base. Sereno is there. That'll record the first out. I'll bring up Moses Hyde. Hyde reached on reached on air last inning and would come around to score the second of 2 runs in the first. Takes a ball. The count at 1-0. Takes a called strike. So 1-1 count. Make that now a 2-1 count as that's a ground out to shortstop. Lariano is there. And that'll put 2 away. Actually, I thought I was wrong. I think Anthony Sereno now at third base. That brings Carson Chavez, the catcher, up now as he takes strike 1. Second pitch is in, hits the ground. 1-1 the count. Two and 1 the count. So it looks like actually fouled that one off. 2-2. So full count now. Two outs here. Chavez flies that one to right. Beckley is there. That'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Bucks leading 4-1 on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We are back here in the bottom of the third inning. Hunter Zanke still on the mound. Royals now back at the top of the order as Blake Beckley fouls off the Pitch he sees. Puts it out 0-1. Gets that one in there for a called strike. Zinke quickly up 2-0. Pitcher's outside, 1-2 the count. And Zinke gets Beckley looking. So 1 out quickly. Brendan Beckley now the batter. Brendan Beckley struck out swinging his first time, so opposite of what Blake Beckley did. I'm assuming they're brothers. And did he go around? And they're saying he did. So that's an 0-1 count there on Beckley. Pitch is low. That'll make it 1-1. So 1 out, nobody on here on a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Puts it at 1-2. And that's another swing and a miss. Down goes Brendan Beckley. 2 outs on 2 strikeouts. So Hunter Zinke getting some rhythm early. Hopefully can keep it going and see maybe he can strike out the side. And he'll face Dylan Zudnik. Zudnik also struck out swinging his last time up. So for the most part, Zinke's had pretty good control of this top part of the lineup. As Zudnik fouls it back. So 1-0 the count. 0-1 the count. That one is in there for a called strike. So 0-2 the count now. And swing and a miss. He actually foul tipped it. That'll be a strikeout anyways. So Hunter Zinke strikes out the side. We're at the top of the 4th inning. Bucks leading 4-1 on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. So we're back here in the top of the 4th inning, and I apologize for taking some time. Took me a minute to figure it out. I've officially confirmed what the new defensive alignment is ever since Ryan Avanier was left the game injured. Anthony Durrell entered the game in right field, which moved Dylan Zudnick to second base. Anthony Sereno moved from second to third base. And Aiden Laureano moved from third base to shortstop. It's still more on the mound here in the 4th inning. The first batter he will face is Chase Arand. Takes the first pitch he sees for a ball. Arand flew out to right field his first time up. Second pitch he sees is outside. So that'll make the count 2-0. And now he'll swing at that one. 1-2 the count. That one is flown out to right field. And Zudnick is going to miss it. So Arand reaching on the air. Bringing up Alex Howard. Howard walked his first time up and would wind up scoring. So I'll put a runner on first with nobody out. Mora checking in on Arand. Mora again seems to not be comfortable with Arand on first there. Worried he might steal or something. And it's starting to seem like it's a little bit, seems to be on there a lot with no count yet. As Howard fouls that one, and that's going out of the park. So an 0-1 count on Alex Howard. It appears the camera has been a little displaced. We will fix it momentarily. And Arand's going to get on to move to second on a stolen base. So a 1-1 count. One and two count. And Arand's going to steal third, and he is in there safe. So that's two stolen bases for Chase Arand, and he is 90 feet away from scoring on a 2-2 count. That pitch is low. I'll make it a full count. So Howard with a big opportunity to get on base and maybe bring a run home in the process. Base hit will easily do the job and expand the lead. So he gets a piece of it, fouls it back, still 3-2. That pitch is high. That's another walk for Alex Howard, and that'll bring up Alexander Olvera. Olvera struck out swinging his first time up. So the Bucks up 4-1 with 2 runners on and nobody out. First pitch is a ball, I believe. Pitch is low. That'll make it 2-1 the count, or 2-0 the count on Olvera. And Howard got to second. So yeah, so a 3-0 count here. A 3-1 count it might be. So full count now. He flies that one out center. Both runners tag. And the Bucks get a run in. So sac fly to center field. From Olvera scores a run and advances Howard to third. So the Bucks now up 5-1 with 1 out. So called strike 1 on Nomar Vasquez. Pitch is outside. 1-1 the count. That pitch sails foul down the first base line. I'll make it a 1-2 count on Vasquez. Vasquez hit a home run his first time up. So drove in both runs. See if he can keep the offense going. See flies that one out to second. And Howard is going to be forced to stay where he is. So 2 outs. And Alex Howard on third. I'll bring up Nicholas Matera. Matera grounded out to second base his last time up. And he takes a called strike 1. Pitch is in the dirt. 1-1. That pitch is high. So a 2-1 count. Terra gets a piece of it. So 2-2 the count. So shout out to Robert Garcia there, our scorekeeper today, helping us fix the camera. I was going to go deal with it myself, but kind of tricky right now being a one-man show up here in the booth. More the desk actually behind the thing, behind the play. That's really all the press box is today. So full count now. Yeah, full count here. That one is ripped into center. Howard will score easily, and Matera is on with an RBI single. So that's 2 runs this inning for the Bucks. They now lead 6-1. So 2-out single. That'll bring Riker Billingsley up. Billingsley's been on an absolute tear tonight. Didn't get to bat the third, but is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. He takes a called strike 1. And Billingsley rips that one into right field. But it's caught. For a second, I thought that one was out of here. But good inning by the Pirates, getting 2 more on the board. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bucks leads 6-1 on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We are back here in the bottom of the 4th inning at Glendale Sports Complex. Coming live to you on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. Hunter Zanke back out on the mound. I mean, he's been doing really well tonight. Really well this afternoon. And he will face Joaquin Salcedo. The first pitch is a strike in their first strike, so 1-0 the count. Salcedo got a piece of it that'll make the count 0-2. Zanke looking to have another productive inning after striking out the side in the top of the 3rd. And that one is grounded to shortstop. Billingsley will put it away. So that's 1 out. So Bucks playing really solid defense today. And that'll bring up Anthony Sereno. Sereno grounded out to second his first time up. Looking to try to see that one. Grounded up the middle. And that is a 1-out single for Anthony Sereno. Tommy Villanueva now up for the Royals. Royals have just not been very solid offensively tonight. That's a big part because of Hunter Zanke's dominance on the mound. And it looks like Zanke may have stepped off the mound. And Sereno gets to take second on the balk. So, no count still. But runners now at... But Sereno's now at second. With 1 out. Villanueva fouls that one off. So 0-1 the count. So 0-1 count. Pitch from Zanke is low, but Carson Chavez doing a good job, as he has through most of the year, being really solid defensively and minimizing the number of balls that get past him. So he now faces a 1-1 count. That one is chipped into right field, but goes foul. Villanueva's gonna have to run all the way back after seemingly preparing it for it to drop fair. So we have a 1-2 count. Villanueva got a single last inning before being caught stealing at second. And that pitch just caught the outside corner. And that's 2 outs right there. So Hunter Zanke with 6 strikeouts, already tonight. That'll bring Aiden Laureano to the plate now. Laureano takes a called strike 1. Laureano reached on an error last inning, and so far is the lone Royal to score for Arroyo Seco. Oh, and 2. Hunter Zanke really taking advantage of that outside corner and just keeps throwing him there. A lot of credit to Zanke for taking advantage of the strike zone and really putting in a spot that's uncomfortable for hitters that can sometimes, depending on the umpire, be deemed a gray area. So a lot of credit to Zanke there. We'll see if he places it there. I mean, why not? Doesn't quite place it there, but Laureano fouls it off, so still an 0-2 count. But even before Laureano, Zanke has been exploiting that outside corner. And why not? It's part of the reason he's got 6 strikeouts already, going for number 7 right here. Laureano fouls that one back into the fence. Camera hasn't tilted down since, but so far. We'll try to make sure we don't have as long a delay as last time, should that happen again. Pitch is outside. 2-1 the count. Or 1-2 the count. Apologies. Chavez seemingly trying to position himself on the outside corner, but Laureano hits into left field. Anthony Serrano will score, and the Royals get their second run of the game. That'll bring up Anthony Dorrell. Dorrell, 1-for-1 with a single last inning. He grounds out one to shortstop. Billingsley bobbles it, but both runners will be safe. So nobody out. So nobody out on the play. 2 outs and runners at first and second. That'll bring up Brandon Gill. Gill fouled out to first base his first time up. Back in the bottom of the second. As the pitch is low. So 1-0 the count. Oh, 1 the count here. Or 1. Oh, it's a ball. So 2-0 the count, actually. Here comes the pitch from Zanke. That one is grounded to shortstop, and Billingsley bobbles it again. And everyone is going to be safe as a result. So bases are loaded now, with Zanke getting himself in a bit of trouble, but Billingsley again struggling defensively. Since now the last 2 guys have gotten on due to his inability to properly field the ball. So Billingsley in a tough situation. So now see the top of the last guy in the lineup is Brandon Gill. That'll be a bases clearing double. And the score is now 6-5. So I'll bring up the top of the order. Blake Beckley. Now the batter, Beckley. It's hit by a pitch before striking out looking and struck out looking, so he's 0 for 1 on the day. He gets a piece of that first one. 0-1 the count. That one fell back towards me. So 0-2. So 0-2 the count. Pitch is outside. 1-2 the count. That one will be fouled out of play. Ooh. Very one landed really close to a fan. But didn't quite hit him. Still 1-2. Pitch is outside, 2-2. Sankey acts like he's going to throw, but doesn't. Still 2-2 count. And he got him looking for the third out. So, tough bottom of the fourth, but the Pirates still lead 6-5 on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We are back here in the top of the fifth at Glendale Sports Complex. Fans, make sure to follow the Ventura County Bucks on social media. Go to VC Bucks for team news and leave your comments. That's VC Bucks on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And also V County Pirates as well. So Harrison Burge, now the pitcher for the Arroyo Seco Royals here now in the top of the fifth. And the first batter he will face is Jarrett Segura. First pitch from Burge. Little out of control. So it's a 1-0 count on Segura here. Takes a called strike. So 1-1. Segura 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts. And he flies that one out to right field. That one is going deep. And it's off. And that one is over the fence for a ground rule double. Jarrett Segura getting the party started early, as Anthony Durrell just could not stop it. So a leadoff double here in the top of the 5th inning. And this is just what the Bucks needed after a pretty brutal bottom 4th. That is in there for a ball. And Jaden Rez, the batter now, facing a 2-0 count. Rez 0 for 2, struck out in the first. Popped up to second in the 4th. As that pitch is tight and inside. So a 3-0 count. Burge already seemingly in a bit of a struggle. And that's a 4-pitch walk. Put runners at first and second for the Bucks here in this 5th. Moses Hyde now the batter. Hyde 1 for 2 on the day. Grounded out his last time up. Takes ball 1. Pitch from Burge is across the plate for strike 1. Oh. And Hyde hit that one hard. But because Segura was going for third, he will be thrown out. He will be forced out because of the line out. So that's 2 outs now. Quick outs for the Bucks. And Carson Chavez now the batter. So they only now have a runner at first. And the throw from Beckley gets over Gill's head. Check-in throw. So it's a 1-0 count. And Rez is able to take second as a result. So quickly, Bucks get someone back in scoring position. And that is in there for a called strike. So 1-1 the count on Chavez. Another called strike in there. 1-2 the count. Ball just outside. 2-2 the count. Chavez doubled. Chavez 1 for 2 tonight. He fouls that one hard down the first base line, out of play. So still 2-2 count. The pitch is outside. That'll make the count 3-2. Bucks trying to get some action going after seeing their lead close from 6-1 to 6-5. And that pitch is low and in there for a walk. So Bucks get another runner on, and they still have. They still have Rez at second. So I'll bring up Chase Aran. Aran takes a called strike 1. Aran 1 for 2. Or 0 for 2. Reached on an error last time. Takes another called strike. So he's now quickly down 0-2 in the count. And he lines that one, but it's just foul. Brandon Gill, the first baseman for the Royals, tried to make a dive at it, but couldn't quite get there. So the runners will be both sent. So Chavez and Rez will both be sent back to first and second, respectively. That pitch just pulled foul down the right field line. Definitely a lot of credit to Chase Aran. He's really battling here. So, can he get some action going? His runners at first and second with 2 outs. 0-2 the count. He's already faced 4 pitches this at bat alone. Here comes the delivery from Burge. The pitch. And that just catches the outside corner, so Aran will go down looking. So the Bucks still up 6-5 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning here on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We are back here in the bottom of the 5th inning at Glendale Sports Complex, coming to you live on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. And the Bucks with some defensive substitutions. Miller Cool now coming in at shortstop for Riker Billingsley. And that is so far the only defensive change that we have for you. We will keep you posted as more offensive and defensive changes for both teams are announced. So it's the bottom of the 5th. So Billingsley day is over. Miller Cool will bat as early as the 7th inning. Well, about as late as the 7th inning, pardon me. And so he is safe after a tough throw. That was Brennan Buckley on it with an infield hit there. Also now pitching for the Bucks is Dylan Nolan Cook. Nolan Cook started yesterday at first base, but also is a pitcher and definitely one of the team leaders for this Bucks team, as we have discussed previously. Especially the way he's always showing up. He even shows up for the Ventura County Pirates team when the Bucks have the day off. So a lot of respect to him. I tip my cap. And he will hit Dylan Zudnick. So that quickly puts runners at first and second. Not the start you want. Not the start Nolan Cook wants, or anyone on the Bucks, for that matter, wants. So we have runners at first and second now. Zudnick representing the go-ahead run, so Bucks now suddenly feeling threatened. And there's going to be a little team meeting with Miller Cool, Nomar Vasquez, and Carson Chavez come in to just calm Nolan Cook down and make sure he's okay. So Nolan Cook off to a rough start, but hoping to quickly turn it around. Nolan Cook replacing Hunter Zanke, who went 4 innings. Was good until the end when he surrendered 4 runs in the 4th. The next batter, first pitch he throws to Joaquin Salcedo, is in there for a strike. That's another called strike there. So whatever his teammates said to him is clearly working for Dylan Nolan Cook, as he seems to have found a new quick boost to confidence he's going to need if he's going to go a couple innings and help the Bucks keep their lead. Swing and a miss. Got him. I think he got a piece of it, but that's still strike 3 and a big first out for Dylan Nolan Cook and the Ventura County Bucks defense. I'll bring up Anthony Serrano, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. The ground out and then a single, pardon me. So big first out. And plus, you let your defense do their job, you can quickly be out of this inning with a 1 pitch and a double play. But the first pitch to Salcedo is ball 1. So 1-0 count. And Salcedo is going to call for time real quick. He's got a 1-0 count. And Zudnik, seeming to maybe think Nolan Cook was going to throw to him at first, quickly runs back to the bag. Nolan Cook checks on Zudnik. Checks Brennan Beckley as well. Here comes the pitch. And it catches that outside corner for strike one. 1-1 the count on Joaquin Salcedo. Nolan Cook again, taking advantage of the generous outside corner there. Now is a 1-2 count in his favor here against Salcedo. So credits both Nolan Cook and Hunter Zanke for taking advantage of the outside corner today and using it to get strikes called on them. That one going to be just wide. Evens the count out at 2 apiece. That one is fouled back. So Salcedo stays alive with this 2-2 count. Salcedo chips it foul. So still 2-2. That one's going to be grounded to first base. And Rez can't keep his glove on it. Brennan Beckley's going to score from second. Dylan Zugnick advances to third. And credit to Dylan Zugnick avoiding it on his way to second. Definitely some defensive struggles as between just Zudnick's position, but Rez couldn't seem to get properly his glove on the ball, and result, game is now tied up. It's as 6-6. We have a timeout as umpires. Seems like we had a kid with a soccer ball actually down the left field line. Tony Marcocia, the home plate umpire. Calling time to escort the kids off. I couldn't see what happened down there, but maybe the ball got on the field and they just chased it on impulse. Regardless, we're back to action now with a fresh count. Got him swinging, so 0-1 count to Tommy Villanueva. Villanueva 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. First time facing. That's a called strike 2. This is first time facing Nolan Cook. So score tied now after a couple of costly errors from the Bucks over the last couple innings. Bucks gonna need to do some work on offense now. And that one is chipped into center. It'll be down for a hit. And Dylan Zudnick going for home, but he's thrown out. So 2 outs there. A huge and crucial out there. So Bucks don't allow a run. On the single from Tommy Villanueva. And good throw there. Good throw there from Nicholas Matera. And minimizing the damage. That'll bring up Aiden Laureano, who fouls off the first pitch he sees. So 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Laureano. That is in there for a called third strike. And the Bucks get out of the bottom of the 5th inning, which is 1 run, but it's enough to tie up the game. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Score tied at 6 here on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. Fans, make sure to support the Ventura County Bucks and look good doing it. Buy some gear. Buy the red or black fitted hats like the players and coaches wear. And they're available at every home game. Just stop by the press box and get yours for just $35. And the new Ventura County Pirates Bucks t-shirts are available with our new logo on the back. Men's crew cut and women's V-neck shirts are available for $25 and kids for $20. Get them at the game or online at vcbucks.com. Welcome back here in the top of the 6th inning. Scores tied up at 6 runs apiece. And we're here on the Ventura County Bucks Baseball Club YouTube channel. So Arroyo Seco has called their way back into this game, and the Bucks are going to need to get some action going on offense to make that happen. And Alex Howard will lead the Bucks off this inning and try to get some action going and help Ventura County retake the lead. First pitch, Howard sees from Harrison Burge is the ball, so makes the count 1-0. He grounds out one to third base. And the throw from Anthony Serrano is high, but good job by Brandon Gill applying the tag as Howard crossed first. So 1 out. That brings up Alex Alexander Oliveira, who takes the ball. So 1-0 the count to him quickly. Ground ball to second. And Laureano throws him out. So 2 quick outs for the Royals here in this top 6th. That'll bring up Nomar Vasquez. Vasquez, 1 for 2 with a home run and a fly out and a pop up. Also sees ball 1. So all 3 batters this inning saw an 0-1 count and then swung and grounded out in the next pitches they saw. They grounded out in the next pitches they saw. And Vasquez officially breaks the trend. As we're now at a 2-0 count on him. He's now up 2-0. Pitches outside. Vasquez with a 3-0 count, so in a very advantageous position to possibly get himself on base. Now, granted, last time when he hit the home run on top of the second, he hit it on a no pitches, but he thought, and Nomar Vasquez thought he got the walk there, but Tony Marcocha telling him no, that one's a strike, so he'll come back even through his bat leg and hustling down to first, but he's got to do it again. That pitch is inside, and now he gets the walk that he thought he had last pitch. So 2-out walk, and that'll bring Nicholas Matera up to the plate. Matera, 1 for 2 tonight with a ground out and a single. So takes ball 1. And that pitch going deep. But it's going to be caught by Dorrell. So no runs in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Score still tied up at 6 runs apiece here on the Ventura County Bucks Club YouTube channel. We're back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Score still tied up at 6-6 apiece on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. Dylan Nolan Cook back out for another inning of work. And the first batter he will face is Jordan Zuniga. Which first pitch is in there for a ball, so 1-0 the count. That one ripped to right field. Hyde We having trouble. Takes Mitt to get to it, but Zuniga in there with a leadoff double. So Arroyo's definitely really trying to get their first lead of the game here. And that'll bring up Anthony Durrell. So Durrell, 1 for 2 today with a single and reached on an air. Nolan Cook checking in on Zuniga.
I'll come back for it.
That one's going to be grounded to second. So get the out at first. So 1 out. And Zuniga advances to third on the throw. So we have some defensive changes here in this bottom 6 for that's going to be a pass ball. And Zuniga, who's on third there, gets home safely to give the Royals the lead for the first time tonight on a 1-0 count. We have some defensive changes and Brandon Gill now the batter with an 1-0 count. We have some defensive changes. Miller, as I mentioned last name, Miller Cool in for Riker Billingsley. Will Kaczynski. That one's fouled back. Will Kaczynski in at catcher now for Carson Chavez. Hudson Story in for that one grounded to shortstop. That'll be 2 outs. So base is empty with 2 outs. Back to the top line. Blake Beckley now the batter. So we'll get back to those defensive changes in a minute between innings. As Beckley takes ball 1. That's another called strike in there. 2-1. 0-2 the count. And they got him swinging. Beckley strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. That's the 3rd out of the inning. But the Royals now up 7-6 here on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. And I'll get to those substitutions that happened this past inning. So as I mentioned, Miller Cool in for Riker Billingsley. Will Kaczynski in for Carson Chavez. Hudson Story in for Jaden Rez at first base. Ethan Dungo in for Ethan Dunga will go into right field. And Chase Arand will be out. And that'll move Moses Hyde to left field. So those are all the defensive changes. So we're back in the top of the 7th now. We're back in the top of the 7th on an 0-1 count. Miller Cool up to bat now for the first time today. Cool coming in defensively in the 5th. That'll be ball 2 in there. And that'll be a drop third strike. And Miller Cool is going to advance. He'll make it in there safe. Actually, it was 0-2 count, but a drop third strike allowed Cool to advance to first. So nobody out. That'll bring up Jared Segura. Now the runner on and nobody out. He takes a called strike 1. So Bucks now down 7-6, looking to retake the lead here. Cool is attempting to steal. The throw's going to be wide. And he's going to advance to third. So it was a really bad throw from Beckley there. And Cool. And Miller Cool will. And Miller Cool will take second on the stolen base and advance to third on the air by Beckley. So 1-1 count now. And Miller Cool is 90 feet away from tying this game up. Pitch is outside. So 2-1 the count now. That's in there for a called strike, so evens the count at 2 apiece. Segura having a rough night, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Hoping to help tie this game back up and help the Bucks get some momentum here late. And he'll foul it off, so he's definitely battling this at bat. Is it still 2-2? Pitch is high. I'll make the count full. And that one's going to get through. And this ball game is tied up again. Jared Segura with an RBI single ties the game back up. And the And we are even here at 7 apiece. And a runner on first. I'll bring up Hudson Story for the first time tonight. Story entered a couple innings ago. Takes ball 1. Bucks deciding to make some changes defensively and let them stay in the bat over the past couple of innings. And Hudson Story, one of those guys. Story having a big game on Sunday. It started yesterday, but came off the bench tonight. A 1-0 count. Jared Segura representing the go-ahead run on first base. He'll have the ball thrown to him. That's in there for a called strike, so 1-1 the count. Actually, apologies, 2-1 the count. That pitch almost getting a piece of res, almost hitting res, but it doesn't, so it puts the count at 3-1. And Story rips that one into right center field. Segura's turning, and he's going to go home. Story in there with an RBI double, and the Bucks have retaken the lead. 8-7 Ventura County. So nobody out. And Hudson Story on second now. And it looks like there's going to be a mound visit. Maybe a pitching change, but we will see. Maybe there will be. See ya. Actually, there won't be. I was a little confused. I guess I got a little thrown because the outfielders, maybe you can catch this at the bottom of your screen, are coming together, but no, they will not. So Harrison Burge still in, and he'll now face Moses Hyde. Hyde moved from right field to left field when the Bucks made their defensive substitutions, with Travis Aran being pulled from the game, and the Bucks coach opting to put Ethan Dungo into right field. Moses Hyde naturally moved to left field, so he now faces an 0-1 count after fouling that pitch off. So Bucks have retaken the lead. On the RBI double from Hudson Story. And Moses Hyde now looking to help expand it. And he pops that one to third, and he'll be out. So that's the first out for the Royals this inning. Story will have to stay on second. So Carson Kaczynski is up now. Kaczynski coming in defensively for Will Kaczynski coming in defensively for Carson Chavez. Takes the ball. And at catcher, and He takes a called strike, so 1-1. So Kaczynski, first at bat. He's currently a freshman at Westmont College, based in the NAIA. He swings at the next pitch. That puts the count at 1-2. And that one's going to get through. Story's going to be held up at third. But that's a one-out single. The Bucks getting a little closer to extending the lead. So we got runners in the corners, 1 out. And Ethan Dungo will bat for the first time tonight, as I mentioned. Dungo came in at left, moved Moses Hyde to left, and Chase Aran, pardon me, is now out of the game. He takes ball 1. Actually, strike 1. Pitch is ball 1. That's ball 1 right there. Pitch is inside, but just catches that inside corner of the strike zone. So 1-2 count on Ethan Dungo. Pitch, little inside. That'll even the count up at 2 apiece. Ethan Dungo did get the start last night, but not tonight, as Bucks trying to still figure out their starting lineup and see who they can be comfortable with. And he'll strike out swinging. But Will Kaczynski steals second base. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Bucks, with 2 outs though. And Sean Parkinson will pinch hit for Alex Howard here. Parkinson hasn't played in a few games. Parkinson pinch hitting for Alex Howard, who's the DH. That's why we haven't seen him on the field yet. This is a 1-1 count. And 2 runs will score. And 2 runs will score for the Bucks, and they extend the lead to 10-7. And a nice piece of hitting there from Sean Parkinson with a 2 out, 2 RBI single. Now it's 2 RBIs for him. And the Bucks now lead by 3. That brings Alexander Oliveira up to the plate. First pitch he sees is a ball. It appears we're having some technical difficulties with the... Oh, that's why. Apologies. I think there's something wrong. So he's now faces a 1-1 count. Apologies, we were having some technical difficulties with the scoreboard briefly. So we have runners. So runner at first, 10-7. Ball's in the dirt. Parkinson is going to steal, but he'll be caught. So that'll be the final out. But the Bucks now lead 10-7 as we prepare to stretch heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Up 10-7 on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We are back here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And fans, please make sure to follow the Ventura County Bucks on social media. Go to VC Bucks and V County Pirates for team news and leave your comments. That's VC Bucks and V County Pirates on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are back here in the bottom of the 7th inning at the Glendale Sports Complex. But Ventura County up 10-7. And Dylan Nolan Cook still to pitch after a solid 6th inning after initially surrendering the lead, but has a bit of cushion to work with now that the Bucks had a productive top of the 7th. And he will first face Brendan Beckley, who swings at the first pitch he sees, so quick 0-1 count. Pitch is a little too inside. That'll be 1-1. We'll see if Nolan Cook can find that perfect outside spot of the plate that will give him generous strikes that the Royals do not seem to want to hit. Didn't quite get it there, as it'll be a 2-1 count now. Brendan Buckley, 1 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts, and singled and scored his last time up in the bottom of the 5th inning, as he'll hit that one quite deep. Moses Hyde back to the warning track, but he'll catch it and record the first out. So 1 out. And that'll bring up Dylan Zudnick for the Royals. So Arroyo Seco briefly took a 7-6 lead, but have since surrendered after a 4-run surrender in the top of this inning after the Bucks scored 4. That pitch outside, so ball 1. And just outside again, so 2-0 the count on Zudnick. Inside this time, so 3-0. So Nolan Cook finding himself under a bit of pressure here, but he's fought his way this far so hard, so he's doing pretty good. And he gets the called strike as Zudnick flirted with showing bunt but pulled back as Nolan Cook delivers across the plate. So 3-1 the count. And he got him swinging there, so we now have a full count. So credit to Dylan Nolan Cook here for battling back. Now faces a full count. Can he get the K? That one's going to be grounded to shortstop. Cool is there. And completes the out. Records the out. And Story records the out. Miller Cool definitely being a much-needed defensive presence at shortstop. Especially just with Riker Billingsley having a little bit of a tough time there the last 2 nights when he started. And the second night in a row that Cool has come in for Billingsley at shortstop. Well, that brings up Joaquin Salcedo. That pitch just inside. So 1-0 count. Salcedo 0 for 3 today. 2 ground outs and a strikeout his last time up. So 2-0 the count. Pitch is low. 3-0. Nolan Cook seeming to find a rhythm now. Or 2-1, apologies, actually. So Nolan Cook seeming to find a bit of rhythm now. That pitch. Way inside. So it's a 3-1 count. Nolan Cook's gonna need to battle to try to get this out recorded. That's gonna be a walk. So it's a 2-out walk for Joaquin Salcedo. And that'll bring up Anthony Sereno. Sereno fouls the first pitch he sees. So 0-1 the count. That one is shot into right center field. Ventura is there. So that's a 2-out single. Salcedo will advance to third. That'll bring up Tommy Villanueva. And Villanueva, 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and a strikeout. Grounds the first pitch he sees off the mound. It's going to go up the middle. And a run will score for the Royals. Score is now 10-8. Runners on first and second. So that was the first pitch he saw, too. So Arroyo's trying to make a 2-out rally here. And Aiden Laureano now the batter. Laureano, 0 for 2, reached on air and struck out. Takes a called strike. Laureano fouls that one off. So quickly falls into an 0-2 hole versus Nolan Cook. And just like that, the Bucks are 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam with minimal damage. And they'll be up 2 runs heading into the top of the 8th. Pitch is high and a bit wide. 1-2 the count. Pitch is low, but good stop by Will Kaczynski. Not letting it by him and keeping everyone at bay. So count even now at 2-2. On Aiden Laureano. Here comes Nolan Cook trying to escape. Nolan Cook trying to get out of this inning. That'll load him up. There's Laureano. Gets hit by the pitch. That's going to load up the bases. And everyone will advance. So now you've got Sereno on third, Villanueva on second, and Laureano on third, and that'll bring up Jordan Zuniga. Zuniga, 2 for 2 today, walked his first time up, then hit a single, followed by a double. That'll be a little. And Cool and Vasquez are going to chat with Nolan Cook, help reset him. Make sure the Bucks can get out of this inning. Now it's 10-8. Pitch is inside. That'll be ball one. And he gets it to that outside corner that he's been completely exploiting today. So 1-1 the count now. Nolan Cook needed a strike like that, especially after throwing a ball and then previously hitting a guy. Hitting Laureano. That one's going to get away from Kaczynski. Oh, and they're gonna force everyone. Oh. So Kaczynski with the pass ball picks up quickly. Sereno thought about scoring, was going to turn around, has almost forced everyone else to. But Kaczynski then threw it into left field, so everyone advances the base. And the Bucks now lead 10-9. So 2-1 the count now. That one is grounded down the first base line. Story's going to take it there himself. And that'll be the end of the inning. So Royals strike for 2 runs, but the Bucks still lead 10-9 heading at the top of the 8th inning here on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. We're back here in the top of the 8th inning. Defensive changes for the Arroyo Seco. So we got a new catcher. So Joaquin Salcedo now catching. And Brendan Beckley going to the extra hitter position. Here in this top 8th. So 0-1 the count now. So an 0-1 count to Alex Olvera. So 1-1 count, I believe. Actually, it looks like it's actually a walk. So I'll get an early runner on. So I'll get Alex Olvera on the walk. So leadoff walk. And Nate Slammin, now the pitcher for the Royals, by the way. Meant to get you on that. As he takes a called strike one. As he'll face Nomar Vasquez, who takes a called strike one. Next pitch is a ball, so that's a 1-1 count. Ground ball up the middle. And they'll get Olvera at second. But Vasquez beats out the throw to first. So still run out first, but one out. And that'll bring Nicholas Matera up. Matera 1 for 3 tonight with a ground out, a single, and a fly out. That pitch over his head. He ducks out of the way, so 1-0 count. Vasquez will attempt to steal, but that's over the head of Laureano. And Vasquez ends up on third as a result of the error by Salcedo, just as I mentioned, came in at catcher. Switched with Brendan Beckley. And there's going to be a meeting on the mound now. So 2-0 count, runner on third base. Talking things over, as this thing has not gone off to the start that they hoped. But Slimman going to stay in. Especially as this team is seemingly, as far as we can tell from the rosters we were provided before the game, that Arroyo Seco did not bring a large roster here today. So therefore they're very limited on what they can do defensively and offensively, for that matter, with their both pitchers and position players, especially with the injury earlier to Ryan Avanye in the first inning. And that'll be a foul. He'll get a piece of that one, so it's a 2-1 count on Matera. After he foul tipped that one. Chips that one the opposite way. Gill's giving chase, but he's not going to get there, and it's foul. So evens the count out at 2 apiece. And Matera looking to try to bring home Nomar Vasquez. Pitch is low. That brings up a full count for Matera. So 1 out. Vasquez on third. That pitch is going to be low. That's ball 4. Bucks now with the runners in the corners. And 1 out. And that brings Miller Cool back up at the top of the lineup. Cool, showing bunt. Vasquez anticipating it. They're trying to go for the squeeze there. It's a 1-0 count. Cool reached first on a drop third strike and would go around to score. Was the first of 4 runs to score in last inning. That one's going to be grounded up the middle. Vasquez will score easily. Matera will reach third. And that's a 1-out RBI for Miller Cool. So the Bucks get their 11th run of the game. And they now have runners in the corners. And that'll bring up Jared Segura. This will be Segura's first time facing Nate Slayman tonight. And the first pitch he sees is high for ball 1. Segura, 1 for 3 on the night, 2 flyouts and a double. Oh, apologies, actually 2 for 4. Also had a single last inning. As they'll check in on Miller Cool at first base. Actually, maybe a pinch runner. I will get you info on that as soon as I can tell. That's going to be a wild pitch. And that'll score Matera. Make that 12 runs. Make that 12-9 Bucks here at Glendale Sports Complex. And Miller Cool took second on it. That's a called strike. So 1-1 the count. Or 2-1 actually, apologies. That one. Cool is going to go. And he'll be in there safe. Great base running by Miller Cool. Seeing the low throw, taking advantage. So it's a 3-1 now. That's going to be called a strike, so full count now for Jared Segura. Segura hoping to bring Cool home and extend the lead to 13-9. But he fouls that one off, so he'll keep battling here. And Segura flies that one out to the left. Cool is going to tag up, but the throw will not be in time. And that's a sack fly for Jarrett Segura. And Miller Cool will score on it. Bucks now up 13-9. Bucks with another productive inning. 3 runs already. And I'll bring Hudson Story up. Story with a double, with an RBI double. His first at bat. And this will be his first time also facing Nate Slayman. As he takes the first pitch he sees for a ball. That one's going to be popped up and go foul out of play. 1-1 the count. That's going to be called a strike, so 1-2. Uh, 2-2 count. And there you got him. And Story strikes out swing to end the top of the 8th. But the Bucks strike for 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Bucks now up 13-9 here on the Ventura County Bucks Baseball Club YouTube channel. We are back here at the bottom of the 8th inning here at Glendale Sports Complex on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. Make sure to support the Ventura County Bucks and look good doing it. Buy some gear. Buy the red or black fitted hats like the players and coaches wear. And they're available at every home game. Just stop by the press box and get yours for $35. And the new Ventura County Bucks t-shirts are available with our new logo on the back. Men's crew cut and women's V-neck shirts are available for $25 and kids for $20. Get them at the game or online at vcbucks.com. We head to the Bucks going for a pitching change now. Nomar Vasquez. Now the pitcher for the Bucks. I think this might be the first time I've seen him pitch that I can recall. So that means I'm trying to find out who they've got at where. So Vasquez will move to the mound here in the bottom of the 8th inning here. It looks like Olvera, they'll keep Olvera in the game but lose the extra hitter so that way Vasquez can bat. So he'll move to second. So the Bucks going to forfeit their extra hitter in order to allow Vasquez to pitch out the remainder of this game and also keep him batting. So the first batter that Vasquez will face is Anthony Durrell. Or Alex Durrell. Alex Durrell, actually. So first pitch is a called strike. Durrell 1 for 3 today with a single, reached on air, and ground out. Second pitch he sees is outside, so that evens the count up at 1 apiece. Actually, I apologize. I was wrong. It's Alejandro De Croo. Not. Alejandro De Croo in for in the game for the not Anthony Durrell, Alejandro De Croo. So yeah, I apologize to everyone listening. Pitch is outside. It's a 3-1 count. One's grounded to short. Ground to second, actually. That'll be the first out. Now bring up Brandon Gill with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's called a strike, so 1-0. It's in there for a ball, so 1-1. That one's going to be grounded to shortstop. Olvera bobbles it, but picks it up in time to record the out. So that's 2 outs there as we head back to the top of the lineup. And Blake Beckley now up to bat. That one drills Blake Beckley, and he'll get on to first. 2 out, hit by pitch. Not what you need, but hopefully that's just a one-off, and Vasquez can take care of business against Brennan Beckley. So 2 outs, Blake Beckley on first. And Blake Beckley will steal second. So it's a 1-0 count. Got Beckley swinging on that one, so that evens the count up at 1 apiece. Beckley fouls that one back against the fence. 1-2. And Beckley pops that one up to short. But Cool's not going to be able to catch it. And it allows both runners, allows Blake Beckley to advance to third. And Brendan Beckley to take first. So, runners in the corners. And 2 outs. And that'll bring up Dylan Zugnick. Pitch is low, so which is ball 1. Zudnick. And Brendan Beckley's going to steal. That one's going to go into the outfield. As they Cool couldn't quite hold on to the throw. Grander's a little low. So Brendan Beckley will take second. And Blake Beckley will score. So Brendan Beckley at second. And it is now a 2-0 count. 13-10. And Zudnick swings to that pitch. That puts the count at 2-1. That one is grounded up the middle. Blake Beckley going to score. They will not get a play at the plate. And that now that's an 2-out RBI single for Zudnick. And the game is now 13-11. It's a very high-scoring offensive game. And 2 outs. And Vasquez struggling to finish the job here. Or get out of this inning. Pitch is outside, so that makes it 1-0 to Joaquin Salcedo. Ball is low. 2-0 the count. That is also a ball, so Nomar Vasquez quickly down 3-0 in the count. Salcedo, after starting the MZX jitter, moved to catcher, switching with Brendan Beckley. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So Bucks now have the tying run on base, and that'll bring up Anthony Sereno. Sereno, 3 for 4 on the day. Scored twice. And will face Vasquez for the first time. And Vasquez gets a called strike. So 0-1 the count now. And Vasquez gonna throw that one. That one's gonna be over Cool's head. But good reactivity by Nicholas Matera, being in a bit shallow and quickly scooping up the throw and getting in there so no runners advance. So definitely good to keep the runners where they are on this 0-1 count. I'll make it 1-1. Pitch is outside. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Kaczynski couldn't quite sell that one. Make it a full count. You could tell Kaczynski trying to bring it up. But Tony Marcocia not buying it. But good solo from Kaczynski, as I said. Vasquez checking in on Zednik. Even though seems like his pickoff attempts, or even just checking in, hasn't tended to go too well today. Which is tough because it's kind of a lot of the runs scored by the Royals today have been off of errors and mistakes. Avoidable errors and mistakes. That's going to be popped up. And a good catch there. And a good catch there to end the inning. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Bucks up 13-11 here on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. So unfortunately, due to field reservations here at the Glendale Sports Complex, we're going to be ending this game in postponement for the time being, which is currently the Bucks leading the Royals 13-11, but that doesn't mean the game is over. As I'm being told, they will finish this next time the two teams are scheduled to meet. The ninth inning will be completed prior to starting the next game. So we thank you for joining us today here at Glendale Sports Complex on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel. The Bucks are back at it tomorrow when they will play their next game tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the San Gabriel Valley Monarchs, which will take place at the University of Laverne. As always, we will make sure to have it for you here live on the Ventura County Bucks YouTube channel, and we will see you next time. Thank you for joining today. I'm Crash Collier. Have a great night.